it was great to see Jack celebrating Jack, having his own night at the Garden. And obviously, Brick, you were a big part of the evening festivities after, so many years together in the broadcast booth. Take us through that moment where, he's being walked into, and you can see the video right here, Charlie Jacobs and Sean McGrail walking him into the broadcast booth. And just that moment, what was going through your mind? What was your reaction? What were your thoughts?
Well, first of all, Jack loves seeing everybody. He loves seeing everybody that's involved with NESN broadcast and Bruins hockey and the Bruins organization. Just a polarizing figure, obviously, with his game calls. But as a person, he was just so appreciative and humbled by, that gesture right there from high above the ice.
Oh, that was incredible.
Special.
What a moment, too. If I could just add, just seeing that play out. I was on the set with the fellas watching it, and we all just sort of said, "Wow, what an incredible moment!"
Yeah, and I know I came down to Level 5 postgame and watched you guys do the postgame show, and anytime there was a break, I think it was Barry said it first. He was like, "Brick, we watched it on TV. It looked awesome." Because we're in the moment, we're living it. We're in the room with Jack, so you don't really know what's going on TV. And he said it looked so great, and I love that look with Sean and Charlie walking him into the booth and the booth one more time, and what they did to honor Jack for his services from that booth, and the way Judd handled everything was spectacular. And it was great to chat with him, great to visit with him, great to go down memory lane as best we could. And then, again, the Bruins and NESN, what they did for him post-game, went down to Heritage Hall and had a nice fellowship with Jack and his family. And I just think it was so well done. It was great to see him. It was a little emotional, I will admit. We were partners for a long time and good friends and always will be. And how much he misses the game. And he misses, I know he's in a good place. But he misses it. When I retired from playing hockey, that hole in your gut hangs around for a while. And you got to figure out how to fill it because it was your life. It was part of who you were. It was what you did. And I know Jack had to deal with that. And that's a painful thing to make that transition. But he was so pleased and thrilled and humbled to be there and to be honored and to be associated and affiliated with the Bruins for eternity is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it was really cool. And I also really loved the moment where Jack's in the booth with you two. He puts his arm on your back, and then he looks to Judd and puts his arm around him and just said that you're doing a great job. And not that Judd needed that, but I thought it was an incredible gesture from Jack because, again, that was your booth, both of your booth for a long time, and to see that, and he called it a seamless transition, and just watching the games, Brick, it seems like it's been a seamless transition. I tell people Judd's new to NESN, but he's obviously not new to the Bruins, and we've all been a part of the same team for years.
Yeah, and they have some similarities, and number one is how prepared they are. The work that they put in. You try to explain to people, whether it's at a golf tournament or just some people you meet socially, people you see at the Garden, you just try to say, that you could prepare and you might only use a tenth of the material that you prepared to use because you never know what's going to happen in the game and you have to be ready. But the preparation involved that both Jack and Judd do and have done, I think, is just so impressive. And because, the game is so fast, Adam, as you know. I mean, you're trying to get information in and call the game and tell stories all at the same time, yet things are happening at, a lightning pace out there. So it's really it's a skill to be able to call a game play-by-play. Think about this, too. The pandemic, calling games from Watertown. You're watching it on the screen, the team's in another city, and you're calling it from Watertown, and you're a play-by-play guy with the pace of the game, and all you can do is call. You don't even know what's coming into the screen. Like, how challenging is that? And to be able to pull that off is just, I don't know how they do it. It's impressive.
Jack didn't let his feelings anybody know about that either. He was real quiet about it.
Yeah,
didn't find out
just another day.
Yeah, right. Oh man, yeah, it was a great night at the Garden. Great tribute to Jack, and great to see you two back together. And honestly, it's been a joy to watch you and Judd kill it in the booth as well. So looking forward to years of that to come, and looking forward to Well, having you on the next Hockey Hub podcast next week. We're going to have Judd on this week after the game against the Maple Leafs. We'll see how things play out.
Yeah, hopefully we're talking about a 5-game winning streak at that point.
Yeah, hopefully we are. Hopefully we are, right? Because the Bruins are back home after that for a couple, and but big one against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Looking forward to that. All right, we'll let you get ready for the game, Brick. Thanks once again for joining us here on the Hockey Hub podcast. Remember, we're available on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and wherever else podcasts are found. All right, well, Jack Edwards was in the booth with you guys during the game, but he was also on the pregame show with Billy Jaffe and Barry Pederson and myself talking about what this Jack Edwards night at the Garden meant to him. He's here. Jack Edwards joins us. I was watching you as you were watching those highlights from your career, just the tip of the iceberg. What was going through your mind?
It seems like a dream long ago, and I'm grateful and filled with thankfulness to get this opportunity to thank the Bruins organization and the colleagues who have supported me, and especially the players and fans. I've lived a fantasy life for 45 years. My wife, Lisa, homeschooled 3 kids, and she gave up part of her career to allow the kids more access to me throughout my regular schedule, and I was going to hockey games. And I'll address the elephant in the room. The doctors still don't know what's going on between my brain, which appears to be functioning normally, no matter what the fans say, and my mouth. But I'm getting used to speaking more slowly, and don't get as self-conscious as I once did on blurbering a word. I'm enjoying every day, and I'm working out 6 or 7 times a week and getting ready for ski season.
Are you waxing them up?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
And haven't missed a Bruins game all year. And I think Judd is doing a fabulous job. He's a good guy and calls a great game and a seamless transition to the booth.
Now, when I'm watching you pounding in there and we're getting the goosebumps listening to your voice, we had asked Brick if there was any time in the 19 years he was worried about you going off. I mean, normally when we go out and play, when they're playing, we tie ourselves down the sweater, right? So you're ready to go. Did they ever tie you down to the seat?
Yeah, they contemplated that. They measured me for a carabiner and attached a rope, but it wasn't necessary.
Do you get internally emotional still watching the games now?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, how about verbally? Are you sitting there yelling and
My wife, Lisa, won't sit in the same room as me, especially goaltender interference.
Wait, you still have the league hotline. You can call them still, Jack. You know that.
Right.
Colin Campbell, I'm sure, or would love it, right?
It always rolls over to voicemail. They don't answer my number.
You think they do that on purpose?
Yeah.
Is there a call or a moment that sticks out to you over your long career? I think the one I think of is Game 7, 2013. Just incredible. Is there one, maybe it's that, maybe it's another one that stands out to you more than the other?
There are three. The Game 7 call in 2013 and the Bruins knock out Montreal in overtime of Game 7 in 2011 and Game 6, 2008 versus the Canadiens. This building is vibrating, and it literally was. And I cherish that moment because you could actually physically feel Boston becoming a hockey town again. So I lived a fantasy life for 19 years. Unbelievable achievement and sacrifice by the players. Marvelous coach after marvelous coach, and an ownership group that does it old school, arm's distance. You do the job that you're hired to do. And I have gone through the building and seen old friends, and to be associated with the Bruins organization is a special thing. And once you have that association, you are a Bruin for life. And I feel the love.
Well, I can say personally that I had a great time working with you over 12 years in NESN, but over the last few years when I became a part of the Bruins coverage and got to travel with you, got to know you and see you and Brick in action and see the whole team in action together, from everybody in the truck to the broadcast booth. It was really special, and I really appreciate the time I got to work with you.
And from us, thanks for the passion and the energy. Because I know when they're cutting those veins, it's black and gold out of
Right.
Huh?
And I hear you're now in the gravel business in Vermont.
40 tons of gravel spread in my driveway.
That's why you're in such good shape, buddy.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Great to see you.
Awesome to see you. Awesome to have you here.
Great
Congrats
to see
on
you.
your night.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's great to
Thanks
see your
for-
family here too, supporting you. And I know the fans are fired up. So
Yeah.
great to see you, Jack.
Thanks for having me, and thank you to the fans who put the roof over my head.